Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're exploring a really profound and quite personal ancient text, 50 Paññāsanipāta.
That's right, often called the 50s chapter. It's from the Theragāthā verses from the elder monks.
And this isn't just some dusty historical document, is it?
No, not at all. It's incredibly raw. It's basically an internal dialogue, very intimate. We're looking specifically at Elder Tālapuṭo,
Right.
and he was grappling with, well, maybe the biggest challenge there is mastering his own mind, his citta.
Sita. So our goal today is to really unpack Tālapuṭo's struggle, his realizations about consciousness. What can we learn, today about our own inner worlds from him?
Exactly. Thousands of years later, it's still incredibly relevant.
Okay, let's dive in. So Tālapuṭo starts with these questions, right? When shall I?
Yes, a whole series of them. And it's not just, I wish I was on vacation. It's this powerful, deep yearning for spiritual freedom.
You want solitude, mountain caves.
And to see all existence as impermanent. That's key. He imagines wearing just simple robes free from the big three defilements: desire, aversion, delusion.
Wanting to meditate on the body's impermanence, being free from fear. It's a total package he's after.
It absolutely is. And he gets quite graphic, doesn't he?
Yeah, taking the sharp sword of wisdom to cut down the creeper of craving. That's intense.
Very. And defeating Mara, temptation, death itself, basically, with wisdom, like a sage.
He also wants to be around other serious practitioners, right? Wise, self-controlled monks.
Yes, and to be undisturbed. Not by hunger, thirst, not even insects or rough terrain. He's aiming for serious resilience.
And understanding the Four Noble Truths deep down.
With wisdom, yeah.
Yep.
And discerning all sense objects, sights, sounds, smells, tastes, touch, even thoughts, with that same wisdom and calm, unaffected by criticism or praise.
It's this idea of equally weighing everything. Internal stuff, external things like wood or grass, treating it all the same.
That equanimity, yes. He even pictures, quite poetically, being rained on by monsoon clouds in the forest.
And hearing a peacock and contemplating immortality, it's such a stark contrast to, normal worldly pleasures.
It is, and the scope is just huge. Physical solitude, yes, but total internal transformation. He even mentions wanting psychic powers.
This cross dangerous waters, you said.
Yes, and to crush desire like an elephant in battle. It's powerful imagery. He compares finding the Buddha's teaching to a poor man finding treasure.
It really makes you wonder what kind of deep, deep yearning drives someone to want such a radical change.
That's the question. It's a desire for absolute freedom from inner conflict.
But then, things take a turn. After all this aspiration, he starts talking to his own mind, Siddha.
Right. And it's not a gentle chat. This is where it gets really fascinating, I think.
He basically accuses it, doesn't he?
He does. He reproaches it. Look, I asked you for years to give up the household life. I've done it now. Why aren't you helping me? That's the gist.
He even reminds Siddha of its own promises, like, you told me the bird song in Jirbagyu would be delightful during meditation.
Exactly. It's like arguing with yourself. You wanted this.
And he says, I gave up family, friends, all those pleasures, and you're still not satisfied. It's so relatable, that feeling of your own mind being, fickle, demanding.
Absolutely. A sabotaging companion sometimes. And the text steps back here, giving us that, quote, attributed to the Buddha.
About the mind being restless.
Yes, restless like a monkey, hard to restrain for one not free from passion. It puts Tālapuṭo's struggle in a universal context. It's not just his problem.
And he points out how desires, even though they seem nice, colorful, sweet, they lead people astray, led by the mind.
Often into hell, as the text says, craving rebirth, getting caught in the cycle.
Okay, but here's where it gets, really layered.
Yeah.
Tālapuṭo then reminds Sitya of all the good advice it gave him before.
Yes, this is the hypocrisy part, if you like.
Yeah.
Sid apparently urged him, go live in the forest, abandon attachment to the body. Oh yes, it told him to cultivate meditations, faculties, powers, all the enlightenment factors, to attain the three knowledges in the Buddha's teaching, specific spiritual goals.
So Sita was his cheerleader at first.
It seems so. It even told him to cultivate the path to the deathless, the Eightfold Path itself, the core Buddhist practice leading to the end of all suffering.
Wow. So the very mind he's fighting now was the one that pushed him onto the path in the first place.
Exactly. Sita told him to see the aggregates as suffering, the components of self, and to abandon their origin, make an end to suffering here.
And to see everything as impermanent, suffering, empty, non-self. And to stop the mind from just spinning out of control, mental proliferation.
It's like the mind knows intellectually what's right, what the goal is, but actually doing it consistently. That's the battle.
That gap between knowing and doing.
Precisely. Tālapuṭo gets really frustrated. He uses that image of someone planting trees.
And then wanting to cut them down at the root?
Yeah, by urging him back towards impermanent things. But his resolve hardens then. He tells Siddha, "No, I won't follow you now. Desires are painful, bitter, dangerous. I'm heading for Nibbana."
Liberation.
And that very strong line, "I cannot endure to return to what I have vomited," referring to sense pleasures he's renounced.
He doesn't mince words. Then his understanding of Siddha seems to shift again, almost deepen.
It does. He starts seeing its power as something bigger, almost cosmic.
How so?
Well, connecting it to the bigger picture, he sees the mind as the architect of, well, everything. His realization is, you, Siddha, you make us Brahmins, Kshatriyas, kings, Vaisyas, Shudras.
The social classes of the time. So the mind shapes our status, our role.
Yep, that's the implication. Our divinity is also due to you. And the flip side, because of you, we become asuras demigods. Because of you, we go to hell. Sometimes animals or ghosts also due to you.
So it's the creator of all possible states of being, good and bad.
That's the profound shift, yes. He's not just annoyed anymore. He sees its immense creative and destructive potential, and he declares, "You will not deceive me again."
It sounds like a real turning point. A declaration of independence from his own mind's whims.
I think it is. He says, "I cannot be subject to your control. I've renounced. Those like me do not perish." He's affirming his commitment to the path.
And he challenges Siddha, right?
Yeah.
About finding happiness anywhere else.
He does. He points out mountains, oceans, rivers, earth, all directions, they're all impermanent, caught in the three existences, the realms of suffering, basically. Where, he asks Siddha rhetorically, will you find lasting happiness in any of that?
It's pushing the mind to see the futility of its own searching in the wrong places.
Exactly. A reality check for Siddha.
So if the mind is this powerful, almost cosmic force, how on earth does he plan to tame it? He doesn't seem to think it's impossible.
No, he shifts into strategy. He uses these analogies of mastery. It's quite practical, actually.
Like Beta Master himself.
Yes. He says, "By effort, I will bring it under my control." And he uses the image of a skillful elephant driver, a mahout with a goad.
Controlling a mad elephant.
Precisely. And another one. "I will forcibly bind you to the object of meditation like an elephant to a post with a strong rope."
Okay, so it's about discipline, restraint, not about destroying the mind.
That's crucial. It's about training it. He even sees that the mind, once trained, will actually lead him on the auspicious path. It becomes an ally.
So how does that training work, according to him?
The method is clear. Use wisdom to cut off the wrong paths. Use discipline yoga in the text, meaning discipline or practice, to restrain it. Set it on the right path.
And seeing the arising and ceasing of things?
Yes, seeing that fundamental reality. Then he says the mind becomes an heir to the foremost speaker, the Buddha. It becomes guarded by mindfulness, well-developed, unattached.
Liberated through the mind, not from it in a destructive sense.
Exactly. It's transformed. He uses another lovely image, too. Right. Sita is like a deer that will find its true delight not in chaotic wandering, but in the disciplined freedom of those undisturbed mountains he yearned for earlier.
So freedom through discipline, in a way.
In a very real way. And he ends with a warning, doesn't he, about those who just follow the uncontrolled mind.
Yeah, they're ignorant followers of Mara, delighting in existence, your servants, Okata, basically slaves to their own untamed minds.
A powerful conclusion to his internal journey.
Wow, what a deep dive that was. Elder Tālapuṭo's wrestling match with his own mind, Sita. It's just such a potent reminder, isn't it? The biggest battles, the biggest wins, they're internal.
Absolutely. And this Paññāsanipāto, this chapter, it's not just some ancient text for scholars. It feels like a timeless guide to mastering ourselves.
It shows that the mind, the very thing that can mess us up with restlessness and desire,
is also the tool. The only tool, really, we have to achieve liberation, wisdom, peace, whatever you want to call it.
So, thinking about Tālapuṭo's struggle, what really stands out to you, listening now? If our minds can shape our reality so profoundly, creating heaven or hell for us.
How much attention should we be paying to training them right here, right now?
Exactly. Maybe the question is, what's one small step you could take today, inspired by Tālapuṭo, to maybe, just maybe, start binding your own Sita to a post, guiding it towards a little more freedom, a little more peace?
Something to think about.